most men don't actually know what a masculine to feminine dynamic looks like. And this is important at every single step of the relationship, every single step of the communication, every sentence, every word that comes out of your mouth, every text message. If you're one of these guys sitting here saying, well, I want to just chill and relax and have mutual companionship, watch how fast that turns her off. Mutual companionship and love. Mutual chemistry where we both can just do the same thing and act however we want. That is not going to work. You need to be fully aware of what a masculine to feminine dynamic looks like. Every date that you go on, every text message that you have with her, every phone call that you guys have in that relationship needs to be centered around having proper frame of a masculine to feminine dynamic. Now, when you create this frame, what you're going to notice is she will oftentimes be seeking your attention, your validation, or your approval, and you're leading that relationship in the best way for both of you. You need to get to a point where you actually have proper frame. Now, when this happens, if she says why should it be this way? Why does it have to be this way? Why do you think it's best to have things this way? You say, because this is how we need to do things. You have to actually come from a standpoint of having competency. You need to be aware. You need to be aware to know that if things aren't led this way, the whole thing will dissolve. You need to actually understand the right frame and the right dynamic for both you and her to be in. And that is your job to not only demonstrate that, but make sure that that is occurring. This is why you need to learn, understand, and master the language of women so she never desires to pull away ever again. If you check out what I made for you, it's in my bio, it's in my description. I have a full end-to-end process. You can see this process, you can take this process, you can literally copy-paste this process into your dating life and just go. This took me months to build. This is literally my life's work. Go and check that out. That is why I made this for you. You have to actually start the process of learning, understanding, and mastering the language of women. And that right there is exactly why I made this.